Alrighty guys, now we know a little bit about views. Now we're going to be talking about drawing things out and keeping it on screen. For instance, I made a new object called con_game. I'm going to go ahead and add a create event in this object, and I'm going to create a variable. And I'm going to call this variable game score. And I'm going to give this the value of 0 right now since, well, that's just how it's going to start, okay? So then we're going to add one more event, and we're going to put key press, and then we're going to put space, and then so every time I click space, we're going to add game score. We're going to add 15 points to the score. Now, I already have the draw event made, and in this code, we're going to put draw_text xy, and we're just going to draw this variable out, game score. So that's pretty basic. We created our variable called game score. We made it so whenever we press the space bar, it increases the game score by 15. And then in our draw event, we draw out the variable game score at x and y. So wherever I place this object on the top left corner of the map, right here, this little question mark thing, that's where it's going to draw it out. So let's go ahead and check it out. And there it is on the top left corner of the map. Every time I'm clicking space, it increases by 15. But there's a problem. When my player starts exploring the room, the score will actually go off screen. Let me show you. Bam. The score's gone. But if we go back, it's still there. So what we want it to do is we want the score to constantly be on screen for our video game. We don't want to have our player to have to go all the way back to the beginning of the room to see his score. We want it to constantly be on screen. So how do we do that? Well, everything else is right here, but in our draw event we have to change one little thing. Let's go ahead and delete this code and write this out. Draw_text parenthesis, and then we just put, instead of x and y, we'd put view_xView, and then comma, view_yView, and then we'd put in game score. And all this is going to do is keep it within our view, so when the player moves around the room, that variable is going to stay on screen at all times. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we increase it to 150 or whatever. And there we go. It's constantly staying on screen. The score can increase and everything else. So that works. And of course, you can like move the variable around somewhere. If you wanted to move it to the right, you'd put plus, you know, whatever number you want in there, like 50. If you wanted to move it to the left, you put minus a number. We're going to move it to the right. And then if you wanted to move it up or down over here, after view_yView, you'd put plus a number to go down, like 25. If you wanted it to go up, you put negative something. We're going to make it go down. So, and that's would be how you would move the text around to where you want it to be. So you just play with those numbers till you get it right. So there it is. Now it's down there. And it will stay on screen at all times. Alrighty.